You are standing on the edge of a choice you didn't even know you were making. Right now, your mind is likely drifting between the noise of your yesterday and the anxiety of your tomorrow, leaving the person you are in this very second completely unattended. There is a weight in your chest that you have learned to live with, a quiet desperation that whispers you are falling behind, or perhaps that you are losing the version of yourself you once promised to become. This is not a coincidence. This is the moment where the life you have been reacting to meets the life you are meant to command. Most people will look away. They will scroll past because the mirror is too bright, the truth is too heavy, and the demand for change is too loud. But you are still here. You are here because you know that something within you is breaking, and it isn't your spirit, it is the shell of the person you have outgrown. Every day you wake up and engage in a silent war. You fight against the distractions that steal your focus, the people who drain your energy, and the internal voice that tells you it is okay to settle for less. You have been told that strength is about shouting, about winning, about external conquest. But you know better. You have felt the hollowness of those victories. True strength is the silence in the middle of a storm. It is the ability to look at chaos and feel nothing but the steady beat of your own heart. It is the mastery of the space between what happens to you and how you choose to exist because of it. If you skip this realization, if you walk away from this inner confrontation, you aren't just losing time, you are losing the only thing that actually belongs to you, your autonomy. Think about the last time you felt truly out of control, not because the world was falling apart, but because you allowed your emotions to be the architect of your reality. You felt the flash of anger, the sting of rejection, or the cold grip of fear, and you let it lead you. In that moment, you weren't the master. You were the slave to a chemical reaction. How many more years are you willing to give away to impulses you didn't choose? Stoicism isn't about becoming a stone. It is about becoming the mountain that the wind cannot move. It is the realization that while you cannot control the weather, you are the one who decides whether or not you are drenched. You have spent so much energy trying to fix things that are outside of your reach while the kingdom inside of you lies in ruins. We live in a world designed to keep you reactive. Your phone, your job, your social circles, they all want a piece of your attention, a slice of your peace. They want you to be afraid, to be hungry, to be perpetually dissatisfied. Because a man who is at peace with himself cannot be sold anything. A woman who is disciplined is a threat to the status quo. When you reclaim your mind, you become unpredictable to a system that relies on your predictable weaknesses. This is why the discomfort you feel right now is so vital. It is the signal that you are waking up to the manipulation of your own habits. You have been sleepwalking through your own existence, letting your history dictate your future. But the past is a ghost that only has power if you keep feeding it. The people you admire, the ones who seem to possess an unshakable core, they aren't lucky. They haven't been spared from suffering. In fact, they have likely suffered more than you can imagine. The difference is that they stopped asking why it was happening to them and started asking what it was demanding of them. They understood that every obstacle is an invitation to practice a virtue they haven't yet mastered. Patience is only built in the presence of frustration. Courage is only built in the presence of terror. Discipline is only built when you absolutely do not want to do the work. If your life is difficult right now, it is because you are in the middle of a forge. You can either complain about the HEAT, or you can use it to sharpen your edge. What would happen if you stopped complaining for 24 hours? Not just out loud, but in the sanctuary of your own thoughts. What if you accepted everything, the traffic, the insults, the failures, as if you had personally invited them to test your resolve? You would find that most of your suffering is self-inflicted. It isn't the event that hurts you. It is the story you tell yourself about the event. You are the author, the narrator, and the protagonist. If the story is a tragedy, it is because you chose to write it that way. You can choose to be the victim of your circumstances, or you can be the architect of your character. One path is easy and leads to a slow, agonizing decay of the soul. The other is hard and leads to a freedom that no one can take from you. The clock is ticking, and not in a metaphorical sense. Your life is a finite resource. Every minute you spend in a state of distraction or emotional volatility is a minute you have permanently deleted from your potential. You act as if you have 1,000 years to live, But the truth is that you are dying every second you aren't truly alive. Death isn't something that happens at the end. It is something that is happening right now. It is the time that has already passed. When you realize this, the petty grievances and the small-minded fears lose their grip. Why would you waste your limited breath on a resentment? Why would you spend your precious energy trying to impress people you don't even like? True self-mastery is the ultimate form of rebellion. In a world of chaos, being calm is an act of war. In a world of indulgence, being disciplined is a miracle. You have the capacity to be both. You have the seeds of greatness buried under the soil of your excuses. But seeds do not grow in the light. They grow in the dark, under pressure, through the dirt. Do not resent the darkness of your current situation. Use it. Let it push you to break through the surface. The version of you that survives this process will be unrecognizable to the version of you that started it. But that transformation requires a sacrifice. You have to kill the person you used to be to make room for the person you are becoming. You are at a crossroads. To your left is the familiar path of least resistance, where you continue to let your environment dictate your mood and your destiny. To your right is the path of the internal flame, where you take full responsibility for every thought, every action, and every silence. This path is lonely, it is quiet, it demands everything from you and promises nothing but the truth. But on this path you will find something that the world can never give you, a sense of self that is not dependent on validation, success, or comfort. You will find the version of you that cannot be broken. Stop waiting for a sign. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for someone to give you permission to be powerful. The only person who can save you is the one you see when you look in the mirror. The only time that matters is the heartbeat you are experiencing right now. If you choose to walk away from this truth today, you aren't just skipping a message. You are skipping the opportunity to meet yourself. You are choosing to remain a stranger to your own potential. The world doesn't need more followers, more complainers, or more victims. It needs people who have faced their inner demons and come out the other side with a quiet, terrifying clarity. Sit in the silence. Do not run to the next distraction. Do not pick up your phone to numb the realization that has just taken root in your mind. Feel the weight of your own existence. Ask yourself, if this was the last day of my life, would I be proud of the person I'm being right now? If the answer is no, then you have work to do. Not tomorrow, not after you finish your coffee, now. Commit to the discipline of your own mind. Vow to be the master of your internal world, regardless of what happens in the external one. This is the only path to true peace. This is the only way to live without regret. The door is open, but you are the only one who can walk through it. Become the person you were meant to be before the world told you who you should be. Master yourself or be mastered by the world. The choice has always been yours, and the time is running out. Choose wisely,